area busianfo ye da mo asesem atwa me adan ye ho akwaba ye de Ghana nkomo no to aso ama mo eno na sem wankrata ne de aba de edi ahim a esan so eye oman na hi asem bebo ama nkomodi akoso no ye bobo ho se empani se nkwan eye da nkwantire se binom nti se ye bobo ho na ye de ye oman no oman no ye ya ye nyina nso ye benye mu chefa nti ene ensem wa trend no sa video ya last week ebra ye shooting police ni no ne amro bi nsensem no man hom ne so kakra dia yam hyehye wa bae no na video bi betom ntime kura na msio e bi kura na enye Ghana video nso ne kasa na chire na na memu an kasa na chire no na twi kakra ba mu na afedi hu sa ade de Ghana afi second thought msio e bia asi yetaye sa ade ne nso e bi kura asi dada da asi atwam ene nso ene police ni se onkafra ye shooting 20 ye de eba na ebi mu so chase so ye dada emu ho no mu say boys ni am jobbers ene the new publisher de aba omo dwa papa say omo no omo nye armed robbers na emom no etuo na ekita wo mo no omo konye fi galamsey site me sure say so hu say video ni bia hu ye nti galamsey site wonom ne ka say adwuma no omo koye ti omo de atuo no koye den last week ni ye ka say ye ukọ no wankoto galamsey yes no na wo share excavator na an excavators no omo de tuo no de ko nti nya no ti na ebi mo te se Pablo mo ya omo say dia excavators share ni nya enough nya nkrofo no se bibi fufuro bi wo ho no mo a na watimi a retrieve no nso ye bedi ho nkomo ba posi so ani abre ama enefu anan entem watimi ache criminals by 217 suspected criminals by say 217 moto sakrai makoma ko ha ene adusianson amanfo se kane kura na yete wo ha police ko raid police ko soup ena na nsanse wo matiada ebisi enti no wo nim so wo betimi aye ni se no wo anye ebisi ankese se wo munya tetef ko mo tenentem ese wo munya information and answer intelligence na ansana de ebisi asi na nso enye asi awie enti ni nyina bambo nsem no anope yebeka ene Ghanaian Times e de aba a o ka se aban se obenya Sputnik V vaccines ni bi $10.35 official source na se we no nkosi konko achi konko na me offer so afọ kokwa agima menu ena e kasa sei ena amanfo busa na nti na munim se mubenya ne sa na afa die mukonya 19 baaye enti no we jeni ya meyen hwehwemu ya kamo to ne saa ade ya mo sheda na se nkanta fra na abura na se muni adaje ma oman na amonsom no questions people are asking no be my own questions no kusa amanfo bisa se nti se de ya ma ka 19 no amoto no no na munim se mbenyi official source na enso na munam konko achi konko yi onipa ya yesi won yekoto Mary plant fin we ya yesi one year ya wasisi ye na onu aho na mokoto Sputnik V na energy ni medicine de anamusi na antibom ni nyina yekosa omubusa na so sanfa the finder so a enu so chief director no so akasa foforo o say 16.9 million COVID-19 vaccines secured at $10 enu na beba 14.2 million doses ebeba 2022 enti ya the corona no mo kan differently ya na so obi e kan de enko ni nyina aka bomu ana nsemmisa onim se nhwemudi akoso mampani o masen yi ni se onye ECOWAS che odi atudwa se ECOWAS fo no memo obi anya no se o media de ekoso o mema mu bia ma me nkonkonkon obi antwi ni nkui on se hwe yenye safe we mampani na ekasa no se Ghana ni bi na ebeka se yenye safe anka ne mo beka say can you say that Ghana is not safe? Ghana is safe. Now Mampeni is saying that even Africa, the entire Africa, we are not safe. If he say in someone for my say we are mo jampa wo mutim no wo mo da so wo mo adwuma en wo mo ni sie nyina yeso nti wo say Africa na say West Africa say wo fight ya wo say wo mo kabom no mo fight ya say ma yi Olympic games here course with Japan Tokyo yi na no mo si girl no kra wa ankasa nti girl no so cross we jai bo mo forma de onu na nka o ma manage o mo long tennis o mo bo no fefefe ma ne boy na ye me fese eyo de se na o mi usaka we fi mama na mi apa basa na enyo no nko no kra de se okodu ye no no ana eja we jaye yese Ghana fo no ebi mu anya kwan anko nti sports pundit bi ayi masotire and the Ghanaian Times about say Black Sharks chase Olympic slots in Morocco. And TMO mutrim kwa 24 men and 17 women. Munkwana munkoji kuru abakomre why? Nye nije wo my Ghana mo. Tie de no ebeye agudie de se kama ye exercise. Ye de no be initial comment ni atie France na. Yesi de aka no emu. Ene ran mani wo mu edi dwumen Mensabenkum so pay Honorable Samuel Ayepe or a former MP Ayensuano. Honorable Akwaba. Me who watch you. Mami. And Chairman Bernard Mona or your political activist. And the channel was a son in your cocoa. Chairman Akwaba.
I'm imagine so.
And Yenya Berman George Opare Ado Esquire. National Youth Organizer NDC the nickname Pablo nti say me refi George no me nya opare no me nya ado no a nya me fault no amu kra ye didi ni man no no o ti Pablo ni ye ne de chen George che opare chen ado na me na Pablo me da metia na ti se Pablo a ni pakro na lawyer Pablo Akwaba
ye ni amini abia
boko de
na me na dom
you for me, Eastern for me.
Equiapem for me.
Equiapem for Ancasanso. Ha.
No fear.
Oh, fear my few, good morning. And your mummy and gray. Chairman, I deal with your mammy. As I suppose your muke, a more the one. You bet me a medal biaba.
Oh, last season, na Ghana na silver medalist in the entire African continent.
And yes, we didn't do that bad.
We didn't do that bad. And we could share a beach in the Krampa time. And we call Morocco and other countries no more beaches.
Yeah.
And the environment. Normally, you are supposed to be camped. The last attempt I make is a Kwako camping. The beach volleyball team was at Elimina Beach Resort. There was no sufficient playground among boys, so camping now. But this particular Olympic qualifier year, Omosha said they started training as far back as November 2020.
And Omosha said prepare.
Until Omosha training and Obia Waye beach training that working on the sand alone, Unim Ahondia Utini exhausted. And normally you have 2 players on the court at a time. Into beach ya Omokoi, Meteo story, no cast 24 players and then
24 men, 17 women.
There be players, 4 each. Because 2 playing at a time. Players, 4.
A team with their coach and every.
Now, so your friends say tennis. Tennis say, as far as and as long as you are on the court, you and your coach. Your coach has no role to play. Similarly in beach volleyball, as soon as you start to play, you and your coach, you are supposed to be at a distance. The coach has no right to come and stand and say anything. Team Yaya preparations, Abedru said they should go. Just on Friday, they were to leave on Saturday. Now, Matisse ministry now Amasika only for 6. The ministry can say they can sponsor up to 6 people. Then Mosumoye 8 plus 3 officials. And now 5 officials.
Okay.
All of a sudden, Olympic Committee and Kayesa Omombuano, so Olympic Committee Omentimia Amboa. How and what informed a decision say yen drop it in ma na yen fa memma no nkwa nkono? It's still beating my imagination.
And 17 women teams in all the mind.
Teams other countries are Omoko Morocco to struggle for a place at Tokyo.
And Ghana.
Into the story, the story is not wholly true because Ghana is sending 4 Osha story now. Share picture now one. This is not 24 men.
Coach 1. 1, 2, 3,
Coach
4,
1,
5.
team manager 1.
Okay,
and
so 4 players.
4 players. That is for the men.
Okay.
The women 2, 4 players. And fortunately, the coach is the same person for both men and women.
And the team manager
and the team manager for them. Until you have a coach, and so 10 would have sufficed. Now, ministry say obey me as sponsor only 6 of them, so 4 could have been sponsored by any person. Worst of all is that it appears say almost a decision not to take the women's team long ago, because this
why are the women no man training?
Did
they train as a member?
Made the team echo Burkina Faso recently, where I went and had my problems.
Okay.
Me call Burkina Faso, everybody who you training. When him say member they are going for glory. We could not even go through the group stages, but the women went through the group stages, more determined, played a game that they have never played in Ghana before, and went to the finals to beat Mali.
Wow.
So the Mano at the gold buyer. So if you are going for a tournament, then you decide to sideline the women and take the men. The only goal that ban. It beats my imagination. I am wishing the team well, but I can't understand why just 4 players who tickets for 4 players and capitation no 50 Ghana cedis, $50 a day. You cannot pay this. Me say 3,000 for the whole tournament. Capitation no.
Oh.
3,000 for all the
$4,000
for the whole.
Oh, where you be paid here more?
So this thing beats me, and I can't imagine that we will do this. Worst of all, Olympic qualifying or Mokoyo. Mama Mai a trainee for more than 7 months they have been on the beach. And then you just come Friday, Saturday, I'm to Kwano. Now my drop your
This Saturday.
Saturday. They left on Saturday.
Oh, I'm very devastated.
They left on Saturday. And it was Friday, you disqualified, you dropped the women's team. Some other members of the veterans volleyball, when they heard the story, almost say, oh, and yeah, they will source. And I don't know whether he would like me to mention his name. Or no kwa eka say obeto tickets no ama man. All konya tickets. All konya tickets no we are yeah baba sure they didn't even secure them visas. Let's say they premeditated that the women will not go for the Olympic qualifier.
Oh, I don't know.
I just don't know why we are doing this to ourselves. Look, we are talking about just 8 players to a tournament. Meanwhile, in other sports, yetimi tamomo na they call Japan, ni akoshe almost 6-0. Do you know how much it costs to fly people to Japan? And just going to Morocco. We cannot do this. It is sad. You can't develop, you can't turn the Ministry of Youth and Sports into Ministry of Football. It is Ministry of Youth and Sports. We have 48 other sports. Small. This one that we have done, it doesn't sit well. Olympic qualifier.
Ministry of Men, Youth and Sports.
In fact, I am disappointed. I'm heavily disappointed. And I'm certain that if they are able to get visa today and Morocco will admit them. Or see over tickets I'm sure, say about tickets no
why not a Minister of Sports this year?
Oh, my brother Yusuf Mustafa. And I will be surprised that he is aware of this thing that has gone. 8 players. I'm not sure that the minister will allow. I'm not sure that the minister will allow this to pass. Because recently, he noticed that it was the women alone that brought gold.
It is never late. And Israel said, Frenabusa said, Argentina, a man or volleyball qualifier or Morocco, now come to Japan again. Ya drop your warm. Certificate assembly sponsorship wa unia Bernard Mona say obi a willing so better ticket no se nipa no nya willing na wo de frɛ na yenye appeal ma wo mu say e may qualify mu se may mo ho so omo bo mo ho so na mu yi wo mu city wa say e be ya nti de mu faje visa ne mo mu sa ye visa no kra mo anya mo mu say ti sa dia obeka kakra wo
kakra bi who be here say be new from Ministry of Youth and Sports and National Sports Authority. National Sports Authority and Ghana Local Olympics Committee, you know, now omo update kakra because in summer chairman Mona Ekano etwetwen aso kakra aso etwetwen say minimum say most of the African countries or visa on arrival me met to kwan represent Ghana in South African countries. well, if Morocco is not visa on arrival, I don't think say it's too late. Say, yeah, Morocco see a person visa and to take us more than 2-3 days to get the visa ready. I think so. We see narration no man. Let's just say, negotiations been the course because minimum say ministry ever sponsor that team. Obama organizers need the budget aba. Now, the budget never. Once we catch organizers, ni say, oh, ni aye you bet me afford ni. Now organizers now could share support from Xwell. Now they have a and yet say time now boy any man and it's a ministry best supporting me for. It's in kind one go for one sponsorship if you baby open family. Me first say any proper. I feel yeah the Sikabe $25 million right? Out of her yeah the best share football. Now me just says Blaster says Cano yeah the move just about $100,000 like so yeah fan share volleyball and the other sports. I remember in gold. Yeah. I did be make us say Olympics games. So country way when your gold is said 150 goals. It's because you developing in local games, you know. Because yeah the ampe and or what normally are there it me developing the now you see a master near local games. Gold be a gold though. Into the gold now to be out to the medals are yeah benyano. Into me for say Olympics ne me football no kwa. You have football no kwa na ebe how again. Into you share other sports no. Na yebenya sponsors near developing local sports ni bi yan say that international na ko Olympics games no na yan so yet menya medals ni bi e dia ba yes bebu aye nyina nye too late na kan minister no hwe na na obetuma ye ho bia na omenya ni manim ya yes na ema ye fo say ye gender balance identity na menema ne de o ka den yan kete sa de amia no nko na menema no ntwen nti me fo say ho be hia pa say ye be bisemu kakra na enye too late ya sponsors be brave ho institutions and individuals be brave wa ka chiro say won be go pay 100,000 this year betumi organize $100,000 na ya hwe ne do makwa I discuss ko mu here kwa I say about 3,000 or
3,000 just captating fee and a flight
exactly nti ye hwe ho asem na ye kan enye too late be
Pablo
Anyhow, I want to start on a positive note. Nana Father's Day. Me fa kwenya ichi na me papa wo me.
Okay.
Be kind. Happy Father's Day. Na there may be a play role be ya brabo ya man happy Father's Day, especially to former president John Dramani Mahama, the national chairman Samuel Ofo for the general secretary, and then the president of the republic, Yenra Nana Dankwa Kufuado. Usually on a Monday morning, what stories we say on our because we sabe me dimbebuno and sports are one of the avenues. A lot of the young people are omuni ejuma no. Sports is one of the main avenues I bet me the address. During the 2020 elections, parties in our manifestos, especially in the NDC, because now we looked at the issue of sports comprehensively. NDC by we're going to separate the Ministry of Youth from the sports ministry. We're going to have a ministry for youth development, and then we put sports too on this one. Because sports a big avenue. And say our deputy minister for sports, I call vetting. Haruna Idris. In the last few days or months, just by a sale of one player, he's made over €1 million. So clearly, he developed sports here. Every sports here, it is a way of one bridging the poverty gap, and two, it also it takes away crime, and the crime are a big challenge they're confronting. See, developing sports infrastructure here, it is one of the avenues that can be crime. Western worlds now, most of these troubled children, sports, and they take them off the streets to fight crime. In Timestre, it is still not too late. I already say if the ministry can secure them visas, I'm ready to buy a ticket for just one, at least Nipa Bako, the ticket naman, so that we can get others to also support and promote the sports agenda. But on this note, my main focus is the Dogo in Suchinkwa. Over the weekend, we're winning the fights. Boxing. In the last 12 months, he's not been in the ring after so far started 2 defeats now. But all revive a career now. And he won a title within the South American enclave now. And it is pushing him closer to the next title fight, world title fight. Yabeko Sabonabasonia encouraging him, say he's a bright star for Ghana. Now Uncle so Uncle Day. Now me GD say at the right time, no, in the shortest possible time before the end of this year, I the Dugbe MSI world champion. Major Hamia.
Great. And said your public car, you know. Honorable Minister, ticket sponsor no bra baako so ate.
Na say I pay so be so tobacco.
Mpacho kasa wa.
Da bi minim say obeto, minim.
O ye be kasa wa echi ni.
Obeto minim say obeto.
Ye be kasa wa echi.
Me so me tobacco. Until already no, we have secured 3.
Minister, yenya 2 ticket sponsors because honorable I paid the deal see ye be kasa wa echi.
My sponsor. That one person on here the public.
Yeah, we be kasa wa echi. We kwa be fa so ya.
Na bia ono plan go betu ya capitation.
Minister ko bi sem na hye visa no omonsa be kan na yenkwa enim afi oman ni mu asumdwe eni asumdwe woni bambo mu ye betini abetena ase na ya jojo nye di nkomo sei if you be say 2 weeks ni sa dey see wo pig farm ho eba forest grow na wo honeysuckle ho no ne de keka ho ana ne joada esan ebesi wo adedempo ho no nti na afi ai say bambo nkomodie no koso a enti posi for yawada no omukanya amu esi ye no anamotuo ne kasache ne ne mekoso but omukanya omu yawada na kwesi memenda no kokọ areas bi ewo Accra hanti areas no mko ye ni bi according to Ghanaian Times no Kolibun Tesano Amasama Nima Dansoman Aboko bi Accra Central Teshibacho na any lakeside ewi ase no na enipa be se ahanu eni edu enu osusu se won mo nipa bonefo nti wo kono wakwa ko screen wo mo na wo mo a ebebu abo wo mo no odo mo afamra kwan so na motorcycle yo mo tina so eno so be se wo ka ne adusi anwotwe onya echiye na last week nkomodie ni mo no se dem di mfonyi ne che mo no na video bi ne na mo WhatsApp so a ye omude kire sa mrantie bebi aye dunio na mrantie ni hunhuna ade omo ka che se run no se bibi dwane dwane enti ni na che sa fidi aye hu pa na mrantie na ababe yi anu se omo nye akromfo wemfo enti sa ansem na ye kan ye nyai kan omo ye nuafo miensa Alfred Dakora Emmanuel Dakora ye friend of Bob Bailing na Richard Suleiman eno mu si debi wan hwe ya na yegu wo mani mu anse ya se wo mani mu nyam na so wo mo ntisa wo mo se tuo ne hu se kita wo mo no wo mo kunyan edify Galamsey site nti Galamsey site efifire tuoi ye be ye den na police ye na adwuma wotinya kebe na ye nya asomdwe honorable IP
yo ya brama mamini kan nchia watifo ne titiro pa ne minuano mewo ayensia no abusuafo na party for mi chia mu nyina na mamemmo his excellency the president na na rodan kwaku fado memmo na baso ECOWAS akushia no won asan abona baso biem so nkoso enye chairman of the ECOWAS name prenu so himself na no chairman na no okushia won asan ye ni say chairman biem ye bebo na baso na me papa do aka baby na papa nsi anamu ye papa kwa amsara and papa ochire me happy Father's Day. Me happy Father's Day no meti ase different ya meti ase ne say ejanu bi enye responsible wo mo frana no won hwe won won eja won eja mu obi so ho a bribi nti onwo ye no de ni sika eye ni ope instead of so be adopt akola bi si o bribi nti mentumi awo ana me nwo ye e bi kwa na be we akiri nti me hwe obusuani bi obi a ibi ko anya bi busuani nanso oni ohwefo na memmo ya no na eno na ye de eda bi atofo wi ase nyina se ye mfa kai ejanom na kwana ye fa so kai ejanom no ye ya ma tirimupo a eni nti ye de ejanom kai da no e ya fiko esan se ye pese ejanom a wonye responsible ye pese what yawo Father's Day no beti yawo obi ara mfrew nti wo beti yawo wo say adenti na obi a ye wo hye Father's Day na me de obi a mfre ni na wanya adwen sakra na aye hweso den so ama afoforo nanso ne ye hu ni say ye the Father's Day na dan Men's Day was an I from me. Wish you happy Father's Day. When we call them papa and so yes, see, Father's Day reserve is between the father and the child.
Okay.
It's ni enya trimu popa ye dey Father's Day ni say mofura no fan kai nga janom e no pa ho a ye wa bofra bi wo ha wa ye pehino na mo ye adwuma ne papa na hwe no wo ye papa gu ahum on ka da hokro fa phone frɛ ne papa na ko hwe no nti eno so ye dan a ye kese kai waja na ko hwe no nti mumi enya ne saa ne ntumi mu a ye nyina na Men's Day ne ba eno betuma afro ba ne ma bia no congratulate him ye reserve Father's Day no between the father and the children.
Okay.
Minia Brantina Roba Bontabekasi when young robbers, and you want to become we young robber. When young robber, it doesn't lie on your mouth to say, sir, me young robber, and I'm a young robber. Our robbers, yet you won't even walk on the act, yet one court, and that's a Romaga. What's they plead not guilty till the court finds them guilty. Inti midday near minimum say, your case will be young robber. What when Nsekita admi mu kra wakɔkyere na kra ro so nya roba na nia no social media so no the picture beto so it is we arm robber so say we nya arm robber so nya one robeka yema emra no ene wo munni.
Okay, so they see and it's a police call Ashanti Regional Police and a call was yes baby the Gausu and no more call as a rate no more video no mutona no more chill.
Yes.
Ti honum na omo ye press conference Friday new year no mo so church omo nsemu say yeah you know ye boban wo galamsey site ti ebi mu na be attack omo di tuo ni ye de yensa pan yensa du ye nan du ya etimi de overpower omo ni je omo 20
enti say wonye an robber na say obi be attack na overpower na ojini tu adi to ni eden wo di to ni police station wa report enti enya one wo be ka say o yan robbers na onya ro na omo west versus the investigation of police for one by no. We did two now, did 20 years then. Now, so ekitao, now the name social media so. Now say, oh, now say, also must now sort of aqua attack will be here. Now, me the Ghana police, why are they? You be born about no so akakakra. Kakra can say, yeah, mo faying a yetin class and yeah, mo frano. Oh, because so police for by search. Now walk house to house. Kita arms detector or metal detector. Normally shine a few. But say, aha your phone na omo tu na omo kwa hayo no bi a time e so renew tu no time aso unko renew tu ne ya agitu no opa fa old papers no and now two papers no fa call police station o ko identify na ya wodi an ya mo renew an ne ya jama we are won so enye license gan no na police for afa gan no wode ko sa no me na mra no police for taye wo ya konkurasi nyina na edutumi bua ma crime eba from because at me be a small arms I want individuals in channel ya at me be an doso eno aka ho bi na ma nipa no onya tuo kita na adwen say obetumi asisi ni nua na ono kita tu
na obetumi ayesa method na onkola bem no mu use na nei
eh possible
any omo
eh possible say yan kasi ya dey be na town by town what unexpectedly yes a crowd grown way so na near why say na omo call slums and the ghettos and the baby a ehiafo no ni bi fo no ewo no ampa atimi bi a criminals ni bi gwan ko hye ho obekere won nanso sophisticated let me use the word quote unquote sophisticated armed robbers no enye won what you ha obekokra no bi armed robbery anya sika akọje dan we East Legon not sim won ne na ekoba edu anwumira a watu ni car no armed robbery wonim baby a meti e wotaifa just opposite mango dua bi si ho efibi mango dua ni sifibi ani. That brought a very nice gentleman. Obatena biana say omoto da me. Betem bia mango na one yenyina minimu no. Yenyina etumi ne di nkomo. That be on why be sha police car be 3 so. Handcuff egu ne nsa. Oyam robber ma kwache no the act to be search e wo fi ho. Na niam a wo yi fi ni dem wo fi ho no we all shocked.
What a shock one.
Wow, enti anya say sap crofo no be bia police fo no ko na honkwan na ebenya won. Atemni bia they live with us. We need to feel close na winning. It's
say ohiani na nasem omobo na say da bia mo akosla.
So slums no say na criminals no. So ko o manya ni pani bia o suspect on be screening one. We screening one we be hu a o ye suspected armed robbers. Then they take them to court. Atemanya armed robbers and pickpockets ni high no mo share. But na make can say and what say so mara. E hu be hia say wo beba kromu nso. Na baby a wunye ni se armed robbers no ho no ye beko hwe na nsen obatina so obi agbo ne yirituo obi agbo de krutuo etuo akaka obi ne nyina is the point to say arms na wo small arms na wo individuals ne nsam no edos no na kwanya police for faso agents unlicensed small arms no bi no and say wo be sa raid no raid a won aye eye me bo won aba so na nso nye honko a won mra ba bia na manfo no etina wo de say ehode East Legon, ehode Achimota, ehode Westland, ehode armed robbers mint na hono. Yanko enye armed robbers nko na se tuo eko won se ma ehwa adwene. Hwe obi wo ha onye armed robber o say bia wa monitor mo poso ko armed robbery. But of course say nema bi nkoye man after na tue kura me o me hu edan na me de ye. Why not say me maso na me mfa nko enko ye robbery am hwese menya bribia nti no ni nyina no se agigi tuo no efi individuals ne nsem a etumi boa ma crime rate no so ekofam ya mi wie no meka say modern police no sakra kakra abem nti e best say police for no so lift to me game ne kakra nia yenim ni say first na ye kese obi akwa say yenko report to police station na police for abekire no say nya no nkwa na eye police adwuma e say police for no so modern police na they should always be ahead of the criminals. Right. Well, I was say nipa ni bi o hayetumi nya hint cross na nipa no akọ yebone no because baby anka sa bulin van ya omko shoot police ni nkrofo no air planning atumi bi yetumi hu Ghana heya police upon tip off upon investigation man no o ma chiri nipa bi anka wokọ akoye armed robbery modern police baby akodu no nti ye be sere one lift one game ni kakra na preventing policing ni ayachiri policing na ansana wa committee crime no ehonso ye bedu ho na mimiri dey mi hu ade bi na ya meka na say police for HTM a enye one penfo no kwa even the ordinary policeman on the street otiemi a won fanye na mimiri da menam achimota ya mu road ya America mo ba bia u feel overhead now old Peace FM now branch akomo ho no me hu say taxi nipa what taxi ni mun so atro mo ye be certain
wa say nam ka say wa boni kwawi but when ya money pa princess no ho aye ha wonya PR for National Sports Authority Ura Charles Amufa na yemusa emba wa no asem no eja Amufa ye mo ache da wase
yo mi ya me da kwate chiri bo
opani ye busa se no kre se emaya na ya nkese se wo mo ekọ Olympic game qualifiers wo Morocco no na anu fie da mo yi wo mo asinchen se aban se ontimi enya wo mo ade ma wo mo na mo so kran so ama jevesa ma wo
yo mi ya mera we year national for the first time now meaning that the source of this story is coming from Asia to this Myanmar.
Papa, you are how?
Now line moved.
Yes, so I blast you how cry my pa until they eat you.
You mentioned volleyball here. One of your federations, your 45 federations, and that's also the young one. So, every match now, say a club, a wall, but qualify our okay here. Me yesho say NSC here better
Opani my son try homani bi na homani moaye enti e bia network no embaye pacho monto so bia beto na yensan try bi
yeah me wie no ebra me du ho no me twa no it's a double lane into mu di the other lane na me so di the other lane ni pe what tax ni me so travel can was able to carry about 10 people be crowd TV so na wo hwe enye won't me fa obi dress nkwan get so a criminal but at least would be nipa no hwe ne soon in ade no wo de cars ni ma I was expecting say police ni na no general about me about police for 3 at least almost stop car no ni yan hwe 1 2 3 obi bia ni wo they should go na me person me say me go ahead of them na ma draw police na attention no stop car no na at least o search car no hwe na say ya not ya no ja no mo could you believe say o mo lane ni can move before mine. Now police in Nijina. I was looking at the policeman and the signal no crash on my cars in Nijina. Where or she wants I know chemu. It's police for your best serem. at me be our tikem land to Saoko. Obi Timoto so on share helmet, on such ocean and dressing, and an idea. Now police new shame no am an HM.
Moto for police at home pay shoe. Police there be a man
and no time no ya. Where you going so nyina ho. Ana me wie kura no. At me be a young amemu for no so. Nipa na yeti memu. And na no na no pena me tie my crack from go for Libya. Obi a wa kwa yam mobile money a vendor. Ah wa pon adwuma. Look at 8,000 Ghana cedis. Look at 2 laptops. Look at other gadgets. I would hear where you go. If you be a you man, our corner. One casancasa will say a whole soon kakra. A honor a main kakra. It is then pound a prevent to so my taxi driver be 10 Ghana cedis, maximum 20 cedis. Now, what could see with you? Dance will be kita says because Nipano or 3 one. What you know, you know, monitor him sika about bargaining. Well, it's at me be a young I was say. Yeah, proactive kakra ni say you bet me boy yan kwa mo ban ya 20 Ghana cedis 10 cedis are for taxi dia ko fie no and more than your life I'll be lose
or the film Pablo me sa police na mo twene emranti amwi
Didi kai say my bet na studio aka say crime and shatter dey bia the issues of crime cannot be politicized na will na ye de kum etia crime no a pure political will. And see, if those in charge are not willing, so be crime a bad day. So that mean honorable Adekye. So police need na no more. The part 10 at taxi mo. The will from the police officer and say, "Obe kwete crime no," and the man stop no. See, if that will is not there, we are certainly going to fail. Yeah, in never be a cost for your mind. You bet me a buy near go so. Aban bia ba crime cost.
Okay.
But nimpempen so se sia yedu no e alarming. Na yakoya manyosem fo yi nya kan ezo o ye politics. But make me run me fear nwumra. Sabe nipa na oba bi to ahye me so no. Oni mamanyoku a me wo mu. Ne kakra na oba bete. 2 things and e cost. The first one e galamsey. Me yan me sample. The first one is galamsey. The second is unemployment. And at the third is drugs. Dominating your local markets now. But the beefy drugs now here. And then you cocaine no and Asia and Europe beam and then America beam. Because
more cocaine.
Oh, there's some come cocaine about West Africa into Africa no.
Okay.
They'll be bringing this from South America to West Africa. Direct flight, 5 hours, 30 minutes. 5 hours, 30 minutes from South America, about direct. 5 hours, 30 minutes. I'll call North America, and I'll call long hours, 11 hours, 9 hours, 9 hours, 40 minutes, or 10 hours, no around New York. But from South Onomoba, Colombia, near Niemban, Unya Jetta. 4, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, maximum we do handle. And that is how the cartel pushes the drugs. Cocaine and Europe BM and America BM is on the West African coast. And I'll be bringing on the Bahama today.
West Africa for now, and
the majority of young people in our societies are resorting to drugs. No, then honorable kind. You see a lot of big mansions in East Legon. A lot of people are putting up buildings all over. Question I is where are they getting the money from to be building all those? So if the GRA is serious on fighting crime, they should begin to ask people where they are getting money from in building all these houses. To our universities, Legon, Tech, and then most of our major universities, drug hubs.
Hey,
I'm a youth organizer. It's not an allegation. Drug hubs. And then young girls, Okonomu Nunguya Yembeso, the toughest, the brownies, and it is a big issue. Most of these crimes we see as a result of the abuse of drugs, because I was said Oko, Nokokonum, and Ejumana Oyano, and the dollar is the same everywhere. Until the year they say Obeto, the cocaine is on the market. No matter what the price, you see. Okay. And that is what is happening. So that is one angle. say you tackle from that angle. Unfortunately for us,
how do we tackle
the political will, because the drugs, there are people we know. They are the big men we sit around every day. We are not questioning wealth. You beginning starting business as soon as you a drummer all year, and I all sit down with all you where we are. We will get to the root of it. If you're the GRKK, Ghana Revenue Authority, and start to go after some of these big people but to find out, they don't. To find out the source of water. Yeah, in the man we bring to be trapped. The second issue is unemployment problem, and it is political. To create a conducive environment, a business is waiting across. It takes governments. 2 weeks ago, Business and Financial Times front page, 68 companies, small scale enterprises, and FOD up. The collapse of the banks, we can limit me attribute to be BAB, but they are 70 bank, not be a telampo, not my betting fear. The danger is that you may be a no more, but I may be easily lured into committing crime. Easily. There are no jobs. So people can easily infiltrate them. There is a man is here. The number of street children are in traffic lights as here. Yeah. And all these are political wills.
And you say, I'm sure you say I can't.
But the number keeps increasing.
Okay.
And you may between 8:30 to about 10 p.m. airport stretch all the way to former Shangri-La. Lights in the saw. The Shankodana, your haircuts, wipe windshield. It is a cause for alarm for any right-thinking government. Oh, you're national security minister. Oh, you're national security coordinator. This thing should interest you. Human security is here. Because of the but a lot of rebels in the air crossing into Ghana.
Really?
But we saw a police note going around say the raid in Burkina Faso.
Okay.
Some committee and we bring across into Ghana. I bet some studio happen. I can say even fertilizer na a year on the borders no. How many trauma they don't go easy for farming no. How many manufacture dynamites for Galamsey sites. Now all the about the blasted rocks. So you'll be asking yourself, why don't they say Jumano across the border? Tax, criminals, yeah. Then the last issue is on Galamsey. I have said, my better now captain say, you come here for excavator now. Yes, yes, excavator. Burning the excavator because I'm to Galamsey Becca say a day's mining, 1 day mining. On a good day, a excavator back. It was excavator 10 1 year. Nice. 10 1 year. So you get to the root cause. But Mokonamuko excavator now. There is no mining site without weapons. No mining site. They are heavily armed.
At the mining no any
I'm Robert's call Moso. Police call home margin. Yeah, police tax force. Some miners, they go and collect their booty, loot, and they carry a lot
legalized mining sites.
Legalized and unlegalized. And you see, they trade site.
Okay.
So they have a lot of cash at the site. So they pay for additional security to protect them. Weapons, Google and say site is enough to overthrow a government. Weapons are Galamsey site we are and I am sure that any raid on my TV we see a lot of weapons, AK-47s, assault rifles, pump actions, and even pistols. When you sack, and any time you are buying or club it down on Galamsey, crime goes up.
So
yes. From the time I started Galamsey fighting, anytime a bit the corresponding increase in crime is very high. You know why? Because we don't need go on no one you be create you. And almost you can site on nearby day. It's almost Oko was a crop on in Yama, Galamsey cost to a crony yet there. Cause I'm for sight, but I'm Tisi Kroma, and my girls, when you be, boys, when you be, but beer. But immediately, a Galamsey fight never cost from. Let's see Cassini in Ibasa.
But fight is your fight.
We should fight Galamsey. There are alternatives.
What's the way for it?
Alternative programs. You see, all they want to do is to feed. All they want to do is to feed. Utia monani omokasa. Sabe, ye na call around. Ye no mdin komo. They don't. Who wants to go into that pit? When the person will ask, I say, nebukuno. All they want to do is to feed. It's in the end alternative. More moment me feeding, and I'm in now. About the political wellness. And who has a political president Anado? But I never come a catcher and branch and especially, and that is what I'll end with. The internet doesn't forget. And did you cry? See a kind of video. So you ask yourself, what kind of country are we building? And these young boys we saw carrying the guns, I am very sure that they are not armed robbers. I am sure. But like Honorable Adekye said, no. And yeah, me man, I'm the beggars of me robbers and that's of me robbers. But in the licensing regime of acquiring a pistol, then you'll be asking yourself questions. How did they come by it? But they've given you an answer. And I know, say, at the Galamsey sites, it will be bring war. Only one can say. Oh, but it happens. It happens. It happens. And then they are in the room. It happens. It happens. It's, you know, they should answer where they got the guns from. Right. To me answer. And say Galamsey side no whoever owns that site. No. Because usually a site owners no. Say be I'm Galamsey now. I'm site.
License that
they can easily trace it. They can easily trace it.
Because number be one.
It will be a number. Yeah, it will be a number. It will be and before they license it, they do all those number near the license so they can easily trace it.
Chairman means you.
Now, Chairman, but what's about that? I will be. You request a gummy table. Send a ya. I'm up to what's up. What can be being channel, mammy? And I am also up to what's up. Hey, not what can we be there? I'm not going Chairman, that's what we get part of. Let me the text message be actual. Let me be actual. What's the request I will before you minister? I want ya who be you. Where they come out and come.
Then any time what you call.
Yeah, let me start on the. I don't know whether say a humor and I say the newspaper, the newspaper.
The Ghanaian publisher.
So, where's he then?
The new publisher.
Where the new publisher?
Why?
As where
Ghanaian now you new.
I said you're dealing with
Publisher.
They say your guide, your daily guide, your crusading guide.
Two publishers. It doesn't. We are honest now, not see.
Your daily mail, your Accra mail. So
it appears that the owners, I am say they are lacking ideas and innovations. Other story because who can't say a publisher? Don't say me cover newspaper. And
then
I had to go through a story. I'm mostly I didn't find the story.
But can say Ghanaian the new publisher. The new publisher.
I think that we can do better than these things.
It didn't decent. Who could share obi no the Bernard? No, to me for Odi. Pablo who knew baby obi do parade just the judge in.
Sometimes
like Judge Faruk will be the judge of parade.
And what also?
Chairman, I'm be near what Evangelical Presbyterian Church of Ghana.
Oh, that's what the church
is. Evangelical Presbyterian Church, Ghana.
And I have Evangelical Presbyterian Church. There is no Ghana. There is nothing.
So you know it.
No, it doesn't bring about innovation.
Leave my brothers alone.
Yeah, police for Mabo Ejuma within the space of 4 days.
4 days, yeah.
On way to me, actually. About 250 motorbikes, and I'm sure say motorbikes be very amochi.
Motorbikes 167.
Amochi nipa 250. and Mokita 168 motorbikes. Mate say ma 17 eka.
That's the detail.
Yeah, so clearly, naturally, say police for no my ejuma, and no share areas now omo ye no. I'm certain say motos ni nyina omo chi ye no. One, nipa na omo etwi moto no, omo ni license. Two, there are no money any documentation whatsoever on the motorbikes. Three, one show you crampa motor no, it's not registered. Until under the circumstances, no police no bache. But say in the course of that, now will be one a license. Now we are registering a motorbike. Now one the documents. Now we are achino. Now on farm motorbike no enquire anything criminal, then we'll have problems with the police. But I'm certain say at the end of the day no, omo betimi aye, omo ejuma ye. Now in arresting these people, no, sometimes no. Lawyers back say care should be exercised because uchini pano one show you na brutalization ashas instead of say oh you are a suspect they say until it is confirmed that you committed crime you are not a criminal and yes sir
that is what they say
until within the process now say oh you're a suspect no, they should handle you with the decency that you deserve as a human being oh yeah sir I'm sure that ostopi obi say onjina na ojina when you say you are going to take him or her through the processes on hano on bono on yano you degrading human dignity people will comply and respect the police but answer na obeka bibi no hey no matching na they are pulling you up and down no and no be emma police for no o stop obia hwum kwan dia obetimi afa adwane no na we adwane so I am certain say since up to Sunday, say no mo conclude
up to Saturday.
And omo be share processes ni nyina omo ye boni bia omo documentations ni bibia no. They should allow them to go back and do their job. Omo need documents no, mon copy mo documents in bra. If you don't have your documents, then and also another source of activity you betimi ediayo. And obviously in this high rate of crime, and I'm happy to say the police itself omwankasa ehu say you can use vehicles, cars in order to track some of these criminals. And the police now kasa to certain motorbikes ama police for so that criminals no be to me fat motorbike at me ebeju obi back na more per baby they too can use their bags to rush and then catch you. So I hope and pray say omobetimi aye bibi afa ho. Okay. Yeah. Crime rate mean Pablo aboso. Surges as long as you want to deny young people, particularly unemployed people who stray their way to go and find something. Enra nkwa I called back home said na ye pe young men and women say omonko dua soya beans emaya. Ebusunya penya owo ho no okachire me say these days it's difficult to get them. Soya bean. Say young men.
Difficult to get young men.
Yeah, yes, to go and help you to do the planting on the farm. And maybe say omo nyina akọ galamsey. Na no a omo kọ galamsey 3 weeks interval no. Ebi mu ebaye omato motorbikes. Okay. Fufro omato motokin. Ofufro ba kokrampo oba no. Okonya yire ewo galamsey site no edi buy including 2 packets of zinc. TME Netre said they are coming to settle. How were they going to do that on the farm to buy motorbikes within that 3 weeks? Okay. To buy motokin and also probably to get a wife and then buy 2 packets of zinc omo ebabesi bibi omubada. So Netre said under the soil omutimi eye ni ya they themselves will get more money and therefore they are jettisoning agriculture and what have you in favor of near eye. Now all of a sudden when they have gone to taste and they know that yebetimi anya sika wo hono na obetimi agbeka kire omo say near omo ye no galamsey nti omo njayo in the entire upper west region, that is from Wa East to the Nadoli Kalu district. Yeah, the concessions are owned by Azuma Mines, an Australian company. Okay. Now, Obia Kwaye Bibia Wankasa Wasasia, you attempt to be doing illegal work on your own land. one kasa was assassin because Mineral Commission has given out and they gave it to Australia Azuma Mines for the past 25 years. No, they say they are doing exploration. They have not established one mining company there. They have been doing exploration for 25 years. They are still doing exploration. In the course of doing exploration, no more time Sikano Adekye. Meanwhile, they say they are doing exploration. So by the time they will finish their exploration, they finish there. And those who understand,
and nobody is monitoring.
Yeah, those who understand mining, they go and then they find a place and then they also can use their machines. They start to dig and they get their money. Under the circumstances, who could do what now or say you want to chase them away? You have these difficulties. Now, probably Kasano, the story, almost say, your friend is saying, Alfred Dakura, Emmanuel Dakura. Obviously, these two names will tell you that they are Dagaba.
Oh, okay.
Dakura is a Dagao.
Okay.
So, and meet a video, no? And I think this is the guy who spoke.
Yeah, we know Kasa.
In the video,
Okase,
Obi Anjani, no advice. And Okase, mon, or say, Kabung penny be. You understand? Abong penny be. This is what I heard. Means that Dagare.
Okay.
Obeka said Dagate. Abong penny be means Kasiano Wahe. And you saw that they were having the pistols.
Okay.
Into Oka say Abong penny be no, they brought in the
long gun,
the shotgun, the very long gun. So obviously, when I saw it, I just put my hands like this. Say, hey, men crawl for you. These are my hometown people. Na video ya mokoye. And na Pablo Casa say ya krampo o kwa kwani na watch video. People are baffled.
Police call you no munya akese na je but nketwa na akande.
I will get to nketwa no. Akese no, you can go to the market. It's a pump action gun. Metimi aso msa na yakọ market sesi ya ye be kutunya akọ.
Kantamanto mo tombi.
Never.
Oh, metimi
Kantamanto force ni ade.
Metimi ye program na ope shotgun.
Me your father that me yokolo.
Ya men ka so you na o kan.
Na be messages I
oh yeah, me yi ni nyina bu the screen anything.
But I know once Kantamanto so you don't.
Me see, I can carry you right now and you go and buy a gun. Shot gun, your friend is saying pump actions.
Okay.
Then you just walk to the police and register. And no, it's not a difficult thing. But pistol there, you have to apply to the Minister for Interior.
Okay.
Then the Minister for Interior will give you permission and approval to purchase and possess.
After importation of crowd, you need that letter to do that.
Yes, the Minister must give you approval to now go and purchase and possess until now you are going to import. Answer na obeyesano, you have to pass through the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority.
Okay.
Say a truno ebano, they have to check and then take their tax component. UVR, the Criminal Investigation Department, CID, will then take you through. They will take the gun and look at it, all the specifications now are documented. And then they will now give you the permit to possess it. On our toy, you are only possessing it, but it is supposed to be for the state.
Oh, I see.
What you say? That is why you are given the approval to purchase and possess. Until the gun is registered in your name, so you can't go and just walk and go and buy a pistol in the market.
Also, one top obidiano.
Maybe. Police station.
As soon as Okofa pistol, the offer pistol, it is not yours.
Okay.
Obia register. Until if you find a pistol, the best way to save yourself, they say, Obi na oba galam say side ye juma wa ha. Ena oba be ye na takashi wa ha. Ena ye chire no bibi efa ye tradition mu. Onim ye tradition. Our tradition ultimate tutuo. Then nipa na ye say odeshi. Isa taba. Say wa hwe say amobi no. Yeah, ye tutu. Enka no ultimate tutuo na wa ye say ana wa some bullet no mu. Na the amount. Until when you go there, and these people who have gone through proper traditional bathing, now ututu na, they will catch the bullets. They will just do like this. Utu na ma say. No ma pregu. One kasa ukutatu na onto. So so if they say that yes, people came to the site. Now it could be that they are Abantu to a normal say odeshi. Now they just So you leave your gun and run. But in picking the gun, why do you have to go and do a video and display and say that no proper advice? Obianjane.
Yeah.
What's your Obianjane? And at this time, when you are picked it and you say Obianjane, then you are so courageous to even speak Dagari. So first, the police will not believe this story.
Okay.
Say, oh, dear, ukita some powers. Obi to me too. Then you can parry it away. They will not believe it. Because the book na yejuma. Into ukokasa no dabi. Where did you get the gun from? Yeah. Because you didn't have authority to possess it. And yes, sir.
Yeah.
You didn't get approval to purchase it. So where did you get it? So in ab issue, no, your lawyer will find it difficult to defend you because first you are possessing something that you are not supposed to possess. You are supposed to purchase it, you have not purchased it. The approval from Minister Wanya, Ghana Revenue Authority says, Oma any documentation. Above a criminal investigation authority, they have not done any assessment of your crime profiler. So I think that they have a very difficult case. So whatever cases they have come, say and then they are cursing people. And yet Nipano no moka say monkoye sa video.
Okay.
Mwankasa na mopeja na mokoye video. How you decided the video should go while at a time when armed robbery cases were on the high. At a time Ayeni say in front of the police headquarters, just honeysuckle, just directly opposite UNDP fire service. Only baby America, directly opposite, just the traffic light to the police headquarters. They
are going to Dankwa Circle.
Yeah, that place they can go and arm rob in the nose of the police. So police knows they couldn't even smell that. So when this thing has happened, whether you are armed robber or not, you will fall foul of the law because one, you are possessing a gun when you are not supposed to possess it. You don't have approvals of owning or having the gun or purchasing the gun. You have not gone through any of the processes. Say the people spoke. Their names indicate that they come from my background, and it is painful.
What's your background, man? How?
No, that is this.
I can understand you.
Yeah, it is painful because Obia Onin Dagaba there. We are seen as some of the most peaceful people around. Then all of a sudden our own are involved in these things. You cannot defend it anywhere, anyhow. It is important. Finally, Mamika Bibi, I'm sure that it will tie to the president. But hear me. Yetiha, Ena, NATO, Sarkozy, and Obama, they chose to impose a no-fly zone on Libya under Gaddafi. And rather, when the so-called rebels were attacking Gaddafi forces, or more NATO fono, they came with helicopters and planes, and omubejina rebel zones, no, a two and any bombs. They were dropping them for the rebels to use. If you say it will after they have killed Gaddafi and Libya is no more stable, you think that the guns are still in Libya? Or more, they have to sell their guns. Some of the guns will be here. So whether you like it or not, there will be many guns that are in the system because we sat down as Africa, as ECOWAS, and individual governments and watch NATO, Sarkozy, and Obama to do what they did in Libya. Ochina ebetu obisu in the rest of the country.
Okay, Mami can comment kakrana fi yenye say Yeba publish no for the next topic in the Abonipo. Facebook Live, Abdul Bassett, Zongo Panya, Kumasi, happy Father's Day, belated to His Excellency President Anato, his Vice Dr. Baumi, Honorable Boniface D, Honorable Lawyer John Kuma, while listening to yes, comments appeal to every good term deserves another. Congratulations to His Excellency Nanado for a second term ECOWAS chairman. Well done and greetings to Honorable Sarah Ajua Safo. Oyibo Boateng Chimane, the fighting criminals is a collective approach, not one man show. Greetings to Honorable Amwa MC Chimanwa Bija. AU or Chimanwa Bija. Yes, South. AU Farouk Tamale. Tamale North. Good morning. The insecurity under this administration of NPP government is alarming and worrisome. The president must wake up. Ghanaians are not safe. Piaga, good morning. Yeah, Ghana is a peaceful country in Africa. It's the most peaceful country in all the 38 in the world. But we need to improve better in NPC. So, sorry. Emmanuel Aye, tell Bernard Mona that he looks beautiful. Let's use handsome in this cup than the Shibovera red cup that he normally puts on.
Or your Bama, or your Bam and Abema.
Or your Bema friend Emmanuel Aye.
Or Bema. And I know he's admiring me.
Remember to be admiring
Mr. Mona.
Has anybody admired us apart from Yasha? Are you phone? Nipa or more admire? Anyway, thank you.
I could see Obi used to be saying, Bernard Mona, you said government sponsored a team to Japan recently. Your information is that that team was not sponsored by the Ghana government. All the costs were borne by Japan government because they invited us. Atokwam Zaid, good morning. Yeah, Pablo needs to be arrested. Why they for not following COVID-19 protocols at KNUST? He said a lot of things against President on say John funeral. Tell him to practice what he preaches. From
he's learning from the president.
Kwams Wasa Ekropon. Shaveman was saying at so I think that the police service should set up and do the needful because crime in the system is becoming unbecoming and it doesn't speak well of us as a country. We should also be cautious of our movements. Okay. Musa Batwa, Ghana is blessed by numerous natural resources but cares over leaders to manage them for the benefits of Ghanaians. Why will some people in their right sense think that let's use life of innocent Ghanaians to enrich ourselves by using COVID-19 vaccines to joke the nation? Selfish people always think about their selfish gains. Ghana needs critical thinkers, not selfish-centered people. Gideon Nana Samuel Lynch, almost all the youth in Ghana are unemployed. The government should work on that. Ake Owusu says, Abena Amiao, please for the drugs come to Asen, especially Asen Achiase. They have a ghetto that they sell all types of drugs. Don't mention my name. Sorry. There's some about the issue is GRA about the issues GRA looking into where people get money to build. Anka ebeye ejabeto kroim. Even how some MPs and ministers, how much do some MPs and ministers earn to have 4-5 buildings within 4 years? We are eager to digitalize everything rather than building factories.
MPs having 4 buildings within 4 years.
Maybe I would maybe only
no correct.
Sputnik.
Sputnik, and you see, it's quite something. If it's a Ghanaian Times, they no say na minister Urako Kwajima menu and na Koika Korea for no ababeche ni maybe no money almost sign it agreement and all the two just Aban Beshese on the directors be daily. Now, all the kind before government has proposed to procure Sputnik V vaccines at $10.35 moving forward. Now, offer defined and so Ghana has ordered over 16.9 million doses of Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine from Africa Vaccine Acquisition Trust AVAT. Through so 2.6 million to be supplied in 2021, 14.2 million to be supplied in 2022, and it's $10 per dose. So you can do that one, or President's advice to ECOWAS.
So I would rather look at the health issue. And then a clear present danger, a confronting. Now, we didn't need to be here in the first place. A fast vaccine issues, It was right from the word go. WHO a warning, especially African leaders, because you need African leaders in Subai. But be a teachable. Sir, $19 a year.
But it's not been established, so it will be a teachable.
Oh, but the $19, the ministry have admitted that they ordered it at $19.
But they didn't say chobo. They said that if you are agent or third party,
even that, the WHO have come to tell us we should not even trust that third party now to drugs.
Oh,
yes, even that. So apart from say, can I maybe a course, you know, nobody can explain. Honorable, I think you're a member of former member of parliament. Oba parliament now be approval. So I got tell Joe way, you got to show way, specialize at 1 Ghana city. Now Ochnanopa, Oko market way be. Now third party so be for $19 instead of 9 cities, 9 cities instead of 1 city now. What is the proper thing to do? You must come back to parliament and tell parliament say, most mama no 1 city na the mama me nyabi. Until me call me konya at 9 cities. Until me sere mo mama to me. Ebia na ni mprempren so ayi anibura benti wo obeso to a o ma na ndi bosome asa na waba we chaba be catch parliament say be ko no me nya na this amount but because to ne say na the policy or the up to date impo also you bought it an emergency up to date edroni impo be do here and the emergency certificate na ko to na emergency be ya because up to date at $19 the edroni impo buy. So apart from there can I be call so ena sanka Norwegian newspaper no and breaking story no and can't Ghana for na minister of health aboya mane. The transaction took place somewhere last year and I start transactions in negotiations in FIAS one be cash and chirobia to say oh etini baby e be catch answer. So clearly he has failed us as Minister of Health. The second issue is what has changed. So over the catchers and you see Krobia sub you sabi yadi you say your mind ya sabi yadi you say ya under no circumstances and a Minister for Health also that's kita Ejuma. For you to even come out and tell us the whole sovereign country Ghana, sovereign nation, no, the Russian government was not willing to deal with us.
They were not willing or they couldn't get contacts.
So if government cannot get contacts, and then a private individual like Bernard Muna, contact Namaya, then there is a question about the credibility of that government in question. And mind you, and yet out of Zinkwane, there were other third parties who were Ghanaian, and they are more $21 or someone supply a drone. It is not good. Whilst the WHO has told you, I said nobody should go above the $10 price. Now, on the issue of reporting of newspapers, the minister is telling us almost to Sputnik now at $10. $10.23 was
$10 and
30 something cents.
Yeah, 10.35.
And the finder is also telling us almost Johnson and Johnson now $10.
They order
at $10.
Yeah, and remember Johnson and Johnson is just one.
It's one dose. Oh, I know, but we know a single dose no $10 no, and a double dose no.
Oh really?
Yes.
There's Sputnik V.
Yes, a single dose.
Okay.
Into no.
Double dose no, like a
so you're averaging $20. Whoever's averaging $20. If we are going by the WHO price, they're $20.
Okay.
For the double dose, not for you to be vaccinated properly. The world has come to an agreement that this should be the price. Around the world, and they know third world countries, even Biden, took over 500 million doses to share for us. Other NGOs, former heads of state, including President Mahama.
More than 200 million doses for Africa.
And I make us say, but if you hear to Obi go out of 500 million, America. Biden's out of 500 million. And then other donors around the world have come together. Yes, imagine.
Okay, so now let me do it. the Africa needs 10 billion doses.
10 billion
and
is
just
fine.
2% of our population has been vaccinated. In TG Summit, you know, Omo can say Biden so Obama 500. UK so Obama Jama 250 or 300.
And I know, sir, even certainly to not be enough. Inadequate. I don't expect the West to solve our problems for us. I don't expect that. But you see, bad leadership and causing problems in bad leadership.
Desperate times, sir. Leadership, the
whole
taking desperate action.
What is so desperate to say? Oh, taking the upcoming. The emergency in drone away. In drone at $19 emergency. Time as a plan in the interim year. In drone away. So what is the emergency situation?
Chairman, over the vaccine or ECOWAS?
On the record, ECOWAS.
First and
foremost. 7 minutes.
First and foremost, yeah. Yeti pass sa COVID ya ebaye. Mintime who say still COVID-19 and now since you drew COVID-21. So say now it started
19 now.
COVID-21. And fortunately, Africa is the least hit by the COVID ravaging a year. Naturally, say there is something either in the African skin or in the African environment.
Okay.
Itimi ebwa emma COVID no entimi andru ha in the magnitude na ewo in America, Europe and Asia. Where do you find the vaccine from? The people that are, in fact, in Asia, you see, the COVID was attacking more of the Asians than the blacks who were with them. In all other parts of the country, the world, and yes, sir, the blacks were not that affected. So
really?
Oh yes.
In the US, the black community.
No, they were not much affected.
No. In the US, the blacks died. The black community died more than any other group.
Well,
yeah, in the US.
Okay.
But US we
I see.
And you remember in China, hotels, you know, they started fighting and throwing them out.
Yeah, but they didn't die. The blacks.
No, I'm saying that the blacks didn't die. They started throwing them out, and the claim was that almost say blacks could carry the virus and they could spread it, but they were not affected openly.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our African leaders cannot find a cure and a solution to it.
This one is not a cure.
It's a vaccine.
Yeah.
Now, with vaccine now, your immune system is said to improve to be able to fight a yes. COVID will be on the low side. Europe, how many years? In a year, we were able to find a vaccine that is supposed to be a global vaccine. Malaria, how many years? Malaria is killing us. In fact, Oko US, now only malaria, you are quarantined.
Yeah.
You are isolated. Oko Europe, now only malaria, you are isolated. Just the same way they will treat a COVID patient. And yes, sir. So how come that something that has been killing us in multiples?
Okay.
Malaria queen saying COVID.
No, COVID, who fear malaria deaths, any COVID. You will ask why we are putting so much premium.
There are accidents to clock, but on the COVID no said the sign no come.
Ebola ebaye, unim nipa. The whites were not worried about it. They were not finding a vaccine to it. Dear no, we are not finding a vaccine to it. I'm saying that in most of our community near Ekunye, malaria.
Okay.
How come that our scientists are asleep?
No. That one now, my own land. They are not as
still no vaccine.
No, they have done the work.
Over 200 years, still no vaccine. Malaria
so please, Niamekano, let the scientists come and say that it is. Let our scientists come and say that they have done their part. Government has not released the resources to be able to let us have a vaccine that will save all of us and the deaths that we have been occasioning. I'm sure, sir, in your various communities, most of the people that die is malaria. So this thing that we are doing is like we are trying to foster the white man's economy. So you see, I know smacks the bray. Last week I made sure almost Ghanaian politicians and what have you had deserted local made no smacks, and we are chasing China nose masks.
We
are importing more when we could have done these things. Nose masks. We are importing.
But
too.
I'm not near to borders. They're not moving palm here.
We are going and buying them.
You sure?
Oh yes, that is what was reported in the newspaper.
Yeah, foreign one.
Exactly.
Yes, it's you
we are part of the free things scramble or supply first one. This one were part of the free things. That why I'm using one. They were part of the free things. So, Mr. All of a sudden, I think that look, we are not a serious continent. Our leadership
not
is
just a country, but the
a continent. We are not serious because look, malaria is killing us in droves. And we are here talking about COVID-19 vaccine and what have you. Mami, Russia say at the end of $10.
Yeah.
Where is the 3.35 coming from?
Also be the
Where is it? Multiply 0.35
times the millions of
times the millions and tell me how much it will come.
Also be the
multiply who says people are bent on chopping Ghana's money. I'm saying that
jump into conclusion.
Me see, that is what it means.
Well, it is government to
the
government.
World Health Organization say every government that is responsible, you have to buy from the source. Ukoton wa third party, not say contamination and not say bibi from eba. You will be held responsible. So they know who is supposed to do the thing, manufacture or produce. Kohona koto. Why are you engaging a third party when you have even been forewarned?
This one, the 10.35 is direct.
No, why was the government using a third party after all the warnings that the World Health Organization has given about third parties? The final point, I'm saying the 10.35. This at the end almost say it says cement price no year and Coca-Cola and just
control price.
Control price no price no year 1 cedi. That is what they have told you. Baby obekono obanya no 1 cedi. Except if you decide to go to some excluded places. And know they almost better. But this one we are not buying from excluded places. Why are we still adding something to the $10? Finally, ECOWAS.
Oh,
Terrorism. All of us. Ojin say adieno ewo Mali because Libya is close to Mali. Ana ewo Niger, ewo Burkina Faso inti Mbenya. You wake up to the wrong side. So the president called, say we should work together to overcome this. It's in the right direction. But where were all the African leaders when NATO, Sarkozy, and Obama decided to visit terrorism on the people of Africa through Libya?
Say yet in some frafras will not be fair to the Ministry of Health and the government. Very well. I was here to say it do baby now vaccine by India, for instance, are now producing most of the vaccine to the third world countries was seriously hit.
But the company producing it in India is a British company. Even as it is produced from India, it is not So they produce
very well.
It is not used there.
Very well.
It's not to say semi to me Musakusa.
Very well.
They produce it.
What do you moderate and who be Samatiasi? Ain't it Samuel? Countries mean fear to say vaccine come hold. It's not Upebia, not by Assam. When I work say road accident, when you be road accident,
the crisis was just last 2 months.
Community person COVID. But when COVID never so a sign. As up say we siwaria. I was say whole city and I can't no crowd eco lockdown. Na ema economy no e basa nti na abambia pe kwan obefa so COVID na odo so no because COVID no affect health no kwa affect economy as well. Because the economy grew about 7.something%. It me by about 0.6%. That's what COVID can do. Nti no bia percent or ma chances cra. Nti ebra ya can some sania sa 500 million in the management and about G8 summit no sa yeah G7 summit summit no na ahochira ba my countries India question me export beef
India no
exactly advice
yanto yetoy
3.
It was
menka price asem yo. Oma me
India crisis occurred 2 months ago.
Menka
Indian crisis 2 months ago.
Thank you, gentlemen.
It is an normal way nyina eba mu. Na aban no.
Onunkwa na okasa.
Aban no adu pempensu bi a baby a wasi ebenya aduru ni bibia e because countries, and I'm using the word countries now start to say omo ko through akwaso ebenya aduru ni bia. Now the opportunity a ne o hone say why not if a third party and I say mediator
as omoye no na government update Dr. Bwaji da Costa mo ni nua mo omoye o ministry ho no mayen no ka chen so aban guso a o hwe say ebenya
na aban eguso Ministry of Foreign Affairs
o hwehwe no ni bi ato no na o hwehwe what third party no
no from the factory that 10%.
So why you say that countries nyina call ye na afi I say
information na ye nya ne say baby a ye benya no $10 no ye kwa ye nya bi.
Meanwhile, they are the manufacturers.
Yes,
no, they are the manufacturers. So you are going to get it. You are going to get it from someone who doesn't manufacture.
And the factories. What can I say?
Manufacturer.
What can I say? Russia, at the end of the day, woman to me, am I in it?
Russia, bro.
The only thing
promising what was our commitment to?
Nia me can say. Nia what they ever tell no, and yet enough. Inti our sa ban no so ekoto bi beka.
And
na ne tono and $10 yeah. Inti our say yakoto. Yakoto. Businessmen a place order. Countries a place order. The only option is a countries now my place order no. They are not prepared to sell part of their orders to us.
Order no yet the young place bi.
Now what can you say? It baby a issues about say me factory. Me produce me vaccine.
Okay.
Me say for Russian example.
Oh yeah.
Now Russian government I produce be 20 million vaccine. Now what for Ghana? Waba. It is only the Russian government who to me the factory like so they say maybe 20 million now my order no me move 500. But me produce me country no no place order no we are order now they are now not produce it to you.
Yeah, then at Dubai ni no ne team no there. Omo they don't even have a country or they don't rule a country but omo dey omo nyaaye.
Mama chiro. Yeah wo factories pharmaceutical companies bi o ha. Women say businessmen ni adwuma down on other drugs. Such businessman oba also who say priority. Because
but was Sputnik for the site omo dey to ho say they will deal with sovereign states directly.
Sovereign states na make I say with sovereign state on the country no mu no akwakoto a place order say we move for be go outside the country.
Sovereign state.
Me can say businessman and sovereign state. What I'm saying is that
that's it. We would deal or no third party na Ghana to free no. Who they will say Russia say on a sovereign state into no crown so prioritize your be man who first because obesha ni man for okay wahwe ni man for kakraka or ton ono ankasa advertise say me ne amaya mine and ebedi nkita ho ye your mine oni ye ni nkita ho na mo businessman na ono onye on mine no oni na di nkita ho am wanya bia ma yan dia
na me pesa ni awoka na me kan on pesa obeti aso ni say ye wo businessmen na woman in this factories and certain sad factory for COVID-19 vaccines in Kwao. Companies are holding our pharmaceutical drugs. It is our pharmaceutical drugs. You were businessmen now. What we going to say? One and agents for these companies are what on you
no. For there's some other drugs. They said that only nations and only nations irrespective of pharmacists or businessmen that deal with them where they are a global problem.
One state.
Even the minister has
sovereign state defense. One sovereign states and
you are still starting.
One sovereign states and they're dealing. And a sovereign states missing. Mo ko place order. Me na factory ni o me krom. Into me order na me place no. Se me nya bia ye ntumi export bi ko outside. And a company no so e won ni so agent say wa hai na Coca-Cola me to me Coca-Cola no na to ma ya what ba be producing new products ya ISS me let me ato e be ato shop akoto na me benefit no to ya ma me a product ba ko na me to no I will not buy it. So that was that is the situation.
They said they deal with nations.
They deal with nations. That doesn't mean so our individual business will be part on product in the on tongue at that time no ayo time a bruni bia ye bi ene G7 na kwishia
your time aso
when they decided the bia say afedi aduro ma yembi nti na yetua konya bi $10 I can just say $10 so say 10.35 no until 35 cents na that so on so ko to aduro wo a factory na ensan yo anya say wo ho na ye de aduro na ko ayensu ano consistency na yakwa akwo nti na mra 19 in the bio what church mu me hu say there are other ground expenses storage and so it is not part of the $10. It's 35 cents for other ground expenses.
Which one?
Budget.
I was here about training. And you see, you can training of staff. Next is about transportation, pay them near other areas. That has nothing to do with it. That's what you cannot have nothing to do with the transportation of the vaccine, the storage of the vaccine. It has nothing to be part of that budget.
It has nothing to do with
I was here
we are talking about procurement of
number two. Mami, just 1 minute. President Kufuado. Come in your
say the appointment there, or they come for appointment.
I mean, to say, ECOWAS block no. Yeah, safe because of Ekoso, a child, northern part of Burkina Faso and other areas. In Tiahuba here say ECOWAS, and Kiebe Kambomu, near to me, nya force via the Sankrofono, EDBC, because see a trust near Cassam fire one. And now you have to say in the upper east and upper west, one more to me are penetrating. Now soldier for call president, make us say president and the vice in your answer, tall. Some of these two regions no they are kwakwa kwan e be fa so ya e betumi aye na entumi nsan e me attack e me affect yen wa ha na be ha na ye security afa Ghana it's safe and Ghana is the second safest country in
under who's the one that people policemen are shot, security men are shot in the daylight.
You see, Bernard more now a political activist, lawyer George Opare Ado, a national youth organizer, Emma NDC Amanu Kono. I wish I formed that Moasiano pay. That's the Bernard Sampa, meeting the Akrama, many Kunina and the best some more anopay. Yada Moasisa Moma, Kwama, yes, some more. Na Mijina Minyabema, Frederick Arthur, a Thai friend of Fred, Nano or Kran, who come for Dr. Mrs. Nana Pukia, Arthur, or Kran de Chino, Medana Siamanu, na Yasle Senyami Enshramu, the Amoshre, a one movie, Yakram. My imagine some woman make us